Stretching, by far people's favorite pastime at the gym. In fact, people enjoy stretching so much you will see them neglect their strength training as well as their cardio just to get a little bit of flexibility in. Yeah, if you didn't catch that, that's what we in the biz call sarcasm. But what if I told you there are a handful of stretches that you can use that not only feel absolutely amazing, but that require almost 0% effort on your part. Not only that, but those stretches are absurdly effective in helping you not only work on your flexibility, but also a little bit on your coordination, on your relaxation, and in turn is going to help you through increasing your range of motion, increase your strength as well as your strength training process. To make this all happen, we will utilize passive stretches. So if you're ready, let's check out some of the most amazing passive stretches that you can do to advance your flexibility with the least amount of effort possible. So let's get started with a complete posterior chain stretch for our entire body. All we're gonna need for that is some sort of elevation. Now with that done, we're gonna grab ourselves a weight, start out with a little bit of a lighter weight if this is your first time doing this specific stretch or passive stretches in general. All we need to do from here is let the weight pull us deeper and deeper into this forward fold or pike situation or posterior chain stretch. Relax your neck, leave your legs in complete extension and let the weight do most of the work for you. Now we are actively leaning back with our butt against the wall, and the reason for that is the more we move forward, the more we're gonna require our own controlled balance. So just leaning back is gonna take that focus off, and we can just relax into the stretch and let the weight do all of the work for us instead of having to keep our balance. And focus on multiple things. Now we can just lean backwards and enjoy that amazing feeling of being stretched with minimal effort. The only muscle we are flexing is basically our forearms and our hands, just so we can hold on to the weight, and the rest is as relaxed as possible, so we can go deeper and deeper and deeper into a stretch and just hold it as long as you feel comfortable. Now, usually we go for 30 seconds when it comes to static stretches, but you can hold it for a minute, you can hold it for 2, especially with those passive stretches, because it feels really amazing and you don't have to do anything at all to be able to get into that position. And once you feel like you've had enough for your first round, all you need to do is slide down with your butt against the wall, sit down all the way, relax into this deep squat or resting squat position before you slide up again. So now we can use the wall not only to balance us out, but also to take off even more effort, so we can work with the least amount of effort possible, also in switching positions between the deep squat and the complete extension and stretching phase. This one is absolutely amazing at opening up our entire posterior chain and helping us work on that forward fold mobility. Now, switching to our anterior chain, focusing a little bit more on our upper body, one of the most amazing stretches, feels absolutely insane and really, really good at opening up our shoulders and pecs. We're gonna grab that weight right above our head and let the weight once again pull us deeper and deeper and deeper into this shoulder and chest opener. Now you can start pushing your lower back down against the bench. However, you can also just relax into that spinal extension in your lumbar spine and just hook your feet. Let the weight open up your anterior delts and your pecs and just enjoy. Let the weight just do the work, and once again, all you need to do is just flex your forearms and your hands to keep that weight from falling down. And once you're done, you're just gonna reverse sit up, take a short break, maybe close your arms to release some of that tension before you go for another round. And this will help us in the long run work, for instance, on our bridge pose mobility, if that is one of your goals. which in turn is an absurdly amazing stretch, but sadly one of the more active ones and one that requires a little bit more strength. So we're gonna leave it for today. And staying in the theme of anterior chain, we're gonna work a little bit on the couch stretch, which is by far one of the most amazing things you can do for your quads, lower abdominals, as well as hip flexors. All we wanna do is bring our lower leg into complete contact with a wall behind us, step forward with our other foot, and now we're already basically stretching our hip flexors and our quadriceps. Now, the more you push forward, like so, the more you're gonna feel it in your hip flexors. And if you want to work more on your quadriceps, all you need to do is push backwards, which is going to move the stretch from up here to down here. Now you can just stay here for 20, 30, 40 seconds, even a minute. Hell, if you are really flexible, you can get down on your hands, or you can even get down on your elbows, adding some glute opening and outside thigh mobility on the other side. You can move up, push forward, hip flexor, push backward, quadriceps, or move down to add some glute flexibility. Absolutely amazing. And this is one of the peak efficiency exercises we took half a video to talk about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now, this next exercise is one that I do every single day, no matter what focus I have on training on that day. And that, my friends, is the passive or the dead hang. Basically, all we need to do is grab a bar and relax into this amazing decompressive stretch. Now, this one requires a tiny bit more strength than all the other exercises that we did, just because we are holding our entire body weight. However, this one is absurdly effective in basically decompressing every single joint and vertebrae in our entire body. Especially the more you can relax into it. We are starting at our wrists and we are decompressing them, decompressing our elbows and our shoulders, lengthening our lats and our deltoids, and working through every single muscle, tendon, ligament, and joint, lengthening them through the use of gravity. Gravity is pulling you down all day long. At the very least, you can use it to your own benefit. This one being absurdly helpful at helping release lower back pain, thoracic back pain, and shoulder problems such as impingement, for instance, or frozen shoulder syndrome. You can use this to relax into it, decompress those joints and those tendons, and get rid of a lot of issues and a lot of problems that we get throughout the day, be it because we are sitting all day long, be it because we are neglecting our flexibility and mobility work, and we need just something like a passive hang that we can do every single day for a minute or two to pull us apart so you can feel a little bit better. Now, of course, I saved the hardest one for last, because while it is a passive stretch for some muscles, it still requires a lot of strength, a lot of control, and a lot of muscle endurance, especially if you want to hold it for 30 seconds or longer. And that would be skin the cat. We're basically going into complete rotation in our shoulders, and then we're hanging into it, lengthening our pectorals, lengthening our anterior delts, decompressing our shoulders, going into complete upward rotation in our scapula, which in turn is also going to help us open up our trapezius and lengthening our biceps insertions as well as our biceps in general as well. Holding this one for longer periods of time, of course, requires a lot of strength, as mentioned before, but there is absolutely nothing that can help you open up your chest as widely with such ease as we can do with Skin the Cat, because your own body weight is basically pulling you down, and the more you relax into it through your shoulders, the better it's gonna feel and the more stretch you're gonna get from it. Well, those are just a handful of passive stretches. Those are the ones that I enjoy the most. And if you can add them to your own flexibility repertoire, I can guarantee you that you're gonna see yourself advance a lot when it comes to your own flexibility and mobility work. Not just that, but you can do it in a way that is very much enjoyable and requires the tiniest amount of effort, which is admittedly an amazing bonus to have when it comes to working on our stretches. Sadly, that's all the time I've left for you today. However, if you like the video and subscribe, and please check out other videos on this channel, because we literally have new ones every single day. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Captain Cairo. Peace out.